President Biden just hosted a bilateral meeting with Ukrainian President Zelenskyy in Paris after the White House announced a new $225 million package to the war-torn nation. Here to react is Fox News strategic analyst, retired four-star General Jack Keane. It seems as though reports are not denied that the relations between the two nations are very tense right now. What's at the crust of that, General?
Yeah, well, the underlying reason for it is there are different objectives. The Biden administration doesn't publicly state the objective that they're really enforcing, and that is they have from the outset wanted Ukraine to go to a negotiated settlement as soon as possible to end hostilities. And Zelensky's objective is clearly to retake all of the territory that Russia is occupying and drive those forces out of there. But to enforce the Biden strategy, that is why they never have given Ukraine the advanced weapon system they want, because they feared Russian escalation, and also when they did get the advanced weapon system, restricted the use of them inside Russia in terms of long-range missiles, for the very same reason, not to aggravate Russia and force their escalation. Which there's no evidence that Russia has ever intended to do that. The Europeans have been on to Russia's bluff for some time, and they've forced tanks on us, they have forced the long-range missiles on us, and they have forced the F-16 training of pilots for the Ukrainians on us as well, all because they recognize that it's rhetoric and it's a bluff and there's no reason to bow to it, and let's help Ukraine get Russia off of their territories where the Europeans are. But what I just stated, I think, is de facto U.S. policy, but not publicly stated.
So we now are allowing them to hit certain areas of Russia, right? But we're not letting them hit Moscow. Do you understand the new limitations or expanded access in terms of targeting that Ukraine can do?
Yeah, well, they're able to attack into this sanctuary, so our viewers understand. Because of the weapons restrictions, Russia has moved up their forces and particularly their logistics to supply the forces that are attacking across the border from Russia into Ukraine in the northeast near Kharkiv and also in the southeast. They have had some success with that, but they've now been blunted. But they've had some success with it because their interior support lines are so close. When they started in 22, all those invasions failed because they had long logistic lines to support them and also their own incompetence in how to do it. But here they've had some success because Ukrainians can't fire at those logistic lines and the support buildup across the Russian border with the weapons we have. Now they've removed some of those restrictions in the vicinity of Kharkiv for some of the weapons, but not all of the weapons. They still cannot use the long-range ATACMS. Makes no sense whatsoever. And certainly, if Ukraine wants to use weapons to attack Moscow, which they've done with drones, because Russia is using weapons from Iran, ballistic missiles from North Korea, to attack the capital of Kyiv, certainly that should be permitted. It's unprecedented we would restrict a force from attacking an invader's country. That makes no sense operationally whatsoever.
General, thanks so much. There's so much going on, but at least we're taking a look at what's happening in Ukraine. I feel it's been buried ever since October 7th and the conflict in Gaza. Thanks, General. Appreciate it.
Yeah, congratulations to you and the Fox team for the great job you did with the D.D. Normandy celebrations and honoring our World War II vets. Well done.
Yeah, that was great decision by the producers to carry it. That's great. General, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And, of course, historically, I think people are really aware how special all those who fought there were. Thank you, General Jack Keane.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.